Listen. We got breaking news. Anfrnee Simons. If you've been living under a rock, he is the man, in my humble opinion, in Rip City, in the new Rip City. Is this question? There's a lot of speculation going on out there in Portland, Oregon. To be exact, they don't know who's gonna be the vocal leader. They looking for, is it Scoot? Is it him? Is Anfrnee Simons, and it's clear cut. Anfrnee Simons, he had learned a lot of tutelage from Damian Lillard, and he will be the guy tasked, to step into these guys when need be. And I believe he is the new vocal leader in training camp early. He's stepping to guys like DeAndre Ayton. This guy, DeAndre Ayton, was the number one overall pick. This guy has been around for some time. You got all of these new guys coming in, so it's definitely going to be a need for leadership. Now, Anfrnee won't be out there on his own. He'll have help. Like I said, Jeremy Grant will be there as well. But Anfrnee Simons will be taking the lead vocally, and showing his leadership skills. Everything he has grasped from Damian Lillard, CJ McCollum, it will come into fruition. Make sure you subscribe to Flight Sports TV if you're rocking with the Portland Trailblazers. If you're excited for this regular season, shout out Simons. He's averaging 21 points per game last season. He shot 44% from the field, 37% from three. He is the truth and a half. Listen, there's a lot to break down, and I want to thank y'all for tuning in. I got all access decks. Man, this is definitely unbelievable. Let us know your thoughts on this situation. The NBA season is right here.
Yes, sir. Salute to Flight Sports TV. Once again, Flight, thanks for having me on. I appreciate you ingratiating me and integrating me into your platform. Thank you very much. The Portland Trailblazers, Flight. This could be a very sneaky team because by the explosion of media coverage that have taken place in the last week and a half, dealing with the Portland Trailblazers and the departure of Damian Lillard, they can sneak up on some people because the Portland Trailblazers is not bereft of talent. They have a lot of talent there, and they have youth. And when you mix talent and youth together, you can have an explosion. Do we need to mention the third round pick in this year 2023 draft in Scoot Henderson? Do we need to mention Shaden Sharp? Do we need to mention the solid veteran that plays well within the lines of the 94 feet parquet floor and JG, Jeremy Grant? That is a solid core in itself. Now, Anfrnee Simons, he is set to lead this Portland Trailblazers team. We have talked about this before on live streams at Flight Sports TV about the advent and upcoming of Anfrnee Simons. This is his year, Flight. Listen, it's a new year, a new role, and Simons has emerged as the floor leader, as the team leader. Albeit Jeremy is there, but Anfrnee Simons is the longest tenured Portland Trailblazer in uniform right now inside the Motor Center. So by that definition alone, you can consider him a veteran of the team. Anfrnee Simons he has been thrust into the leadership role, and he's going to have to demonstrate on that parquet floor that the Portland Trailblazers, to some degree, can forget about the Damian Lillard episode. And to some degree, forget about the Damian Lillard tenure because they have to move forward. When you look at the departure of those veterans as Yusuf Nurkic and Damian Lillard, those were key components to the Portland Trailblazers. Now they have moved on from that extraordinary amount of talent, and they have brought in a new set of talent, and now they're going to coalesce it into a core. And hopefully these Blazers have a breakthrough. They've been absent of the playoff for a few seasons. Let's see if Portland can squeak in as a play-in or a lower seed member of the playoff series. Portland Trailblazers, keep your eye on them. I would take them over the number that Vegas has set for them. Portland Trailblazers over the total number win that Vegas has set for them. They will be one of the surprise teams in the Western Conference, even though the Western Conference is, woo, it's daunting. It is a daunting horror show in that Western Conference. But the Portland Trailblazers, I believe, they can emerge and be one of the surprise young teams that thrust their way into competition and competitive night in and night out under the edicts of the Chauncey Billups and the aggregating of talent from GM Joe Corrin. Portland Trailblazers, keep your eye on them. Just because Dame is gone, that don't mean things is over in Portland. They have a nice core, and this core want to prove something, so they're going to be on a revenge tour flight.
Listen, I totally agree with that whole situation, man. Like I said, he will have much added troops with him. It's a nice collection of veterans too here. Listen, we know Ayton, we know Grant. They also have Matisse Thybulle. You know, I think he's going to play a major role. He thought he was going to be moving on, but clearly that wasn't the case. They said, hold on, not so fast. And Scoot Henderson, the biggest wild card, Shaedon Sharpe. You know, these two, like, I like the collection. I like what I'm seeing. You know, they're going to have a nice squad, and they're going to put a lot of pressure on defenses, especially if Scoot is everything he say he is, and he's everything that everybody believes that he can be. How do you see Scoot Henderson and Anfrnee Simons playing collectively together, in particular, just those two alone? Because those are the two, I believe, some of the two biggest pieces on this roster.
Yes, sir, Flight. Flight. You just put a young combination together, could be the best young combination core in the league as far as duel. Now, you heard Scoot Henderson say, and we have reiterated on numerous occasions here at Flight Sports TV, Scoot Henderson wants to push the ball down the floor every single possession. So that's going to put a lot of deafening on the opposition defense to try to get in position to slow down this torrent speed and force coming from Scoot Henderson and Anfrnee Simons. Both of these young men are high flyers. They're athletic. They're energetic. And the league is getting on, Flight. And listen, Joe Corrin understands what's going on. Chauncey Billups been in a situation where the league got old, and the team that he played with, even though they was champions, they got old right before our eyes, and they held on to the team far too long, and then they just withered away with that strong roster and names on paper. Portland is not going through that. They learned from the past with the Trailblazers of having a team, an old team, and letting it wither away right before the fans' eyes. This young core team and this duel with Anfrnee Simons and Scoot Henderson is going to be electric. It's going to be thunder and lightning. And I'm telling you, Portland will catch lightning in the bottle, and they will scamper off 9 and 10 game win streaks because they're going to catch some of these older veterans a little tired, a little fatigued, a little weak, and a little looking over. And a lot of Portland games will be trap games. So I'm telling you, hang in there with Portland. Those of you are fans of Portland and has been fans throughout the years. Portland is coming up with a upsurge, an uptick, and they will definitely be a part of the extended season past the 82 games. How far they go, I can't say just right now because injury does play a part. And let me tell you, do not shoot at Dame Lillard because Dame Lillard brought a whole lot of celebrity and fanfare and hype and hysteria to that Moda Center. And because of Dame Lillard and because of the new exciting draft of Scoot Henderson coming into the bosoms of the Blazers, they are seriously considering bringing in a WNBA team. So that means money is flowing. That means there is a surplus of finance in the Portland, Oregon area, thanks to Damian Lillard, thanks to the new draftee that's coming in, Scoot Henderson, and the trade that went down that brought in a young center who is on the way to redeem himself from the fiasco and fallout that he had in Phoenix, Arizona, under a beautiful coach named Monty Williams. So DeAndre Ayton has a lot on his plate, and I believe he's going to eat. And Scoot Henderson and Anfrnee Simons, they are going to feed his appetite. And we cannot forget about JG. Once again, you cannot understate the presence of a cool, calm, and collected veteran that is a former All-Star and plays the game the way it's supposed to be played in between the lines. And he will definitely keep this young core straight in equilibrium. Like,
Yes, I mean, unbelievable. I definitely appreciate your basketball intellect. Make sure everybody hit the like button and subscribe, man. And look out for Anfrnee Simons. Peace and love.